Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tactical Wisdom for just a short, quick Christmas message. Today's camouflage pattern is all-terrain tiger stripe. Pretty darn good stuff. It's the same color scheme as multicam, but a little bit better pattern that blends in better. It's kind of more disruptive than circles, and I like it. It also distinguishes you from the rest of the world wearing multicam. So if your whole team was wearing it, you'd be able to spot your team a little bit better. So why are we on Christmas Eve in the bunker in gear? Well, I blame the prophet Mark Sibley and the single solitary book, Mongol Moon. It's allegedly a series. I've seen no evidence thereof, but he claims it is. But if you've read Mongol Moon and were disappointed in the lack of a sequel, you know that Christmas Eve is the night when the Chinese, Iranians, Russians, and North Koreans decide to shut off the power in North America with selected nuclear strikes, EMP attacks, um, and then ground attacks on power stations. Boy, where have we heard that before? Uh, but I digress. I'm just giving Mark a hard time, and I wish him a very Merry Christmas along with all of you. I wanted to point out one thing though. Christianity is under attack. And as we are here on the night of the birth of Jesus, I wanted to talk about that. From the moment he was born, Jesus was hunted by his government. They sent people looking for him. They sent informants for him. They tried to turn the three wise men into informants. Actually, if you read that tale, they tried to turn them into snitches. And the three wise men said, "Nah, man, I ain't getting no stitches today." But they tried to flip them into informants. They offered rewards. As he got older and he began preaching, the church and the government said he was subversive and that he was dangerous and an extremist. Any of this sound familiar? Same things happened to David. Informants used against him, hunted by the government. He was a veteran who was called a dangerous risk. None of this is new and it's out there. But I want to tell Christians that since Christianity is under attack, you have to start acting like it. And I know a lot of Christians say, but Christians are supposed to be pacifists. I don't know where you get that idea. Because starting all the way back in Exodus 15:3, it says, "The Lord is a warrior. His name is the Lord." So he was a man of war all the way back in Exodus, and God is the same always, never changes. In Joshua 5:13 through 15, there's a story of a man in armor appearing to Joshua before an attack. And he had a sword and shining armor. And Joshua asked him who he was, and he said, "I'm the commander of the Lord's army." And he was there to help Joshua, and they decided to kill everyone who opposed him, every living thing. Um, a lot of scholars believe that's the first appearance of Jesus in the Bible. When Jesus came around, he very clearly said that you'll have trouble in this world. But he had a really big quote here that I wanted to give from Matthew 10:34 through 36. "Do not think that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against her mother, daughter in law against her mother in law, and one's foes will be of one's own household." Uh, he came to bring strife and issues, so you should expect them. And in Luke 22:36, as we all know from our fights for the Second Amendment, uh, he very famously said to his followers before he sent them out on the road, "If you do not have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one." He wanted them to protect themselves. He also said in Matthew that, I'm sorry, in Luke, that a strong man, fully armed, can guard his own home. So lose the idea of pacifism. Understand that sometimes Christians have to fight too, and we can start not by giving into their bait and doing silly things, but by defending our churches, agreeing to help out and protect our church, by defending the children, getting out and um, opposing through protest, not through violent action, but through protest, these drag shows. Jesus himself said, "Anyone who harms one of these little ones, it would be better for him if a millstone was tied around his neck and he was thrown into the ocean." You have to be prepared to protect those who can't protect themselves. So, as the new year starts, be thinking about how you can improve and do better in the areas of defending the faith and defending our own values. This country was founded on them. Remember that Jesus made great sacrifices for you, And like he told us in Galatians 5:1, like Paul told us, it is for freedom's sake that Christ has set you free. Do not then allow yourselves to be burdened by the yoke of slavery. Stand firm. Um, I thank you all for following me and coming on this journey with me. We've got some new things in the works for the new year, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Merry Christmas.